Hello, this is Coach Joe from Manly Beach Running Club, and Crispy has asked me to do a video on how to manage negative self-talk while running and how to make it more positive. And this is something that's come up with lots of athletes, and it's certainly something I've thought about several times for my own training as well. So I wanted to talk about this and talk about negative self-talk while running and how to shift that into something more positive. So it's such an important topic. We all experience this at some point. The good news is we can train our minds just like we train our bodies. And the human brain is infinitely elastic. So we can change how this works and change it to a tool that can really help us. So here are 10 powerful tips to help you manage negative self-talk and run with a happier, more productive mindset. So let's dive in. Tip number 1, recognize that you are not alone. Everyone experiences negative self-talk. It's completely normal, especially for high achievers like us at Manly Beach Running Club, and anyone listening to this video is most likely a high achiever. Our brains are wired to look for danger and what's lacking rather than focusing on the good. It's a survival mechanism from our ancestors. But just knowing this fact can be a relief. You're not broken, you're just human. And that's okay. So that acceptance can really help you. Tip number 2, don't fight thinking with more thinking. So when we start overthinking, we often try to fix our thinking with even more thinking. And this just leads to frustration and an endless cycle of analysis. Instead, try acceptance. So accept that the thoughts are there and let them pass without engaging with them. Just because a thought shows up doesn't mean you have to entertain it. Tip number 3, use your runs as a dress rehearsal for your mind. So just like you practice pacing, hydration, and nutrition, use your runs to practice where your mind goes. During easy runs, when you're in that cruisy, relaxed state, take the opportunity to gently guide your thoughts in a direction that serves you. Where do you want your mind to go? This is something you can actively work on. Tip number 4, have a mantra. So a mantra is a simple phrase that can bring you back when your thoughts wander. And one of my favorites is really simple. It's just 4 words. Back to the breath. And whenever I get lost in overthinking, I'll just say, oh, I'm thinking, and I'll return to my breath. And this has helped me reset and find my rhythm. So you can find a mantra that works for you, and you can use it to recenter yourself. And it can be any words that really resonate with you. Tip number 5, try not to try. So this one comes from my yoga instructor, Marty, at Power Living in Manly, and he is a pretty wise dude. He has some great yoga and some great chats. Stop forcing it. Instead of pushing and striving, let go and trust your body. Running is something we were born to do. So when you stop forcing it, you find that natural, effortless flow. So try not to try and let the run happen. Tip number 6, radical acceptance. So not every thought defines you. In fact, very few do. Some days you might find that you fixate on your doubts or your worries, and that's okay. Radically accept yourself, even the parts you don't love. Your thoughts are just passing clouds and not your identity. You are whole, you are enough, and exactly where you need to be. Tip number 7, practice self-love and self-care. So running is an act of self-care. When tough thoughts arise, give them a hug instead of fighting them. You're allowed to feel things. Let those emotions surface, acknowledge them, and then let them move through you. Running is therapy. Let it do its work. Tip number 8, run with others. A great way to escape negative thoughts is to run with people who lift you up. Conversations, laughter, good company make the kilometers fly by. Running is always better shared. So find a crew like us at Manly Beach Running Club and soak up that positive energy. It is potent and it is great running fuel. Tip number 9, zoom out and see the big picture. When you zoom out, it really helps you to get your head unstuck and gives you a moment to look around. Notice the beauty around you, the sunrise, the ocean, the people, the small moments of joy. Running is about more than just pace and distance. It's about being present in the moment. And tip number 10 on how to manage negative self-talk while running and make it more positive is drop the old stories. Those old limiting beliefs, they are not you. You are stronger, more capable, and more resilient than you think. Let go of the I'm not fast enough, I'm not good enough nonsense. Those stories don't define you. Choose new ones that do. So, final thoughts. Negative self-talk is normal, but you don't have to let it control you. With practice, you can shift your mindset and turn every run into a more positive experience. If you found this helpful, come and run with us at Manly Beach Running Club. We run Monday to Friday at 5:30 a.m. and Sundays at 5:30. We have been around for almost 13 years now and we love what we do. We are the running nerds you've been looking for. Well, I am the running nerd you've been looking for. There's a few running nerds in the club as well. There's some cool people as well. We're all about good vibes, strong kilometers and epic community energy. Let me know your favorite tip in these comments below. I'll see you on the next run. Let's go, team. You!